This is not a book, this is emotion, pure emotion. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nikita and I'm here with another book review video which is about a book, Tuesdays with Morrie. I'm going to review this book today. I read the e-copy of this book, so I do not have the hard copy with me to show you here in front of the camera. I sometimes wonder what if we have guided instruction from our grandparents on how to live life, since they have already experienced all the 4 stages of life, be it childhood, adulthood, adolescence or old age, so they have their own kind of experiences. So this book is all about an old man's experiences about life, and that is what this book's story is all about, written by Mitch Albom, which depicts more about life and death. This book has sold 14 million copies and has been translated into 41 languages. Mitch Albom has written this book in a very straightforward manner with very little ambiguity. There are 2 conflicts discussed in this story, which is about first one being Mitch Albom's struggle in life about being ambitious, how he wants to gain more materialistic things despite he is already having a lot of money. Second one, which is more important, and the entire story is revolving around that, which is about Professor Morrie Schwartz's struggling disease. The book's narrative is extremely moving, and to experience this you need to be with someone who has experienced some sort of terminal illness. You have to be aside them to experience the true emotions that Mitch Albom experienced while being with Morrie. Basically, the entire tone of this book is intensely personal. The language of the book is simple and clear, easy to read, and it has the directness, clarity and freshness. Once you read the book, you will have a good time spent reading the experiences of Morrie. The book is a true story, and the story starts in the spring of 1979 when Mitch Albom is a student of Morrie Schwartz at Brandeis University. Mitch Albom's professor Morrie Schwartz, who became the philosophical guide and mentor to him in his college years, but they lost touch when Mitch Albom graduated from the college. He has a favorite professor, Morrie Schwartz, who used to teach social psychology at that college. After 15 years, Mitch Albom rediscovers Morrie, who is at the last stages of his life, and finds a guide in him and mentor who could teach him more about life. Mitch Albom is well settled in Detroit, and he's having all the materialistic things, but he's still not happy, and he's making a lot of money. Despite that, he's not happy. And here Morrie Schwartz professor is bedridden with a disease known as Lou Gehrig's disease, which means the veins get freezed in each of the body part, and suddenly each of the body part gets paralyzed. Morrie resumes the role of a teacher in Mitch's life, but this time the lessons were not theoretical, but they were rather practical. They met every Tuesday, and then Morrie used to recall all the life experiences and used to share with Mitch. For example, on the first Tuesday, Morrie discussed more about the world, that how the world is having a lot of sufferings. The people are suffering with one or the other thing. So how much necessary love is for every person. He feels a kind of understanding of that kind of a lesson at this stage of life and shares with Mitch. And then on the second Tuesday, he talked about feeling sorry for himself. He feels human beings should put a limit to self-pity. And similarly, on third Tuesday, they talked about regrets, and likewise they had a lot of list of things that they talked about on every Tuesday, and there are 14 life lessons that are really very much important to humanity. So all these life lessons gives a very good understanding about humanity. Thus it makes a very good read for this book, and at the end you are going to be left melancholic by reading this book, because these lessons are truly practical, and actually every human being experiences them. On the last 14th Friday, when Mitch came to meet Morrie, but till that day the disease actually got spread till lungs. That means the lungs were almost about to got paralyzed, and this is what only Morrie knew. Like every optimistic friend, Mitch consoled him, saying that no, don't say that we are not going to meet on the next Tuesday, because somewhere a dying person knows that how much life is left within him. So Morrie already knew that this is the 14th Tuesday is his last one, and this is the last time he is meeting his favorite student Mitch Albom, and this is the last time he is sharing the last life lesson. And he said that when you are in bed you are dead. So actually he meant it, and on the same day he died. On the last 14th Tuesday, Morrie shares a very important lessons like accept the past as past and do not deny it or discard it, because those are the life experiences that had shaped you now as an individual. The most beautiful thing I found about this book was the pure relationship depicted in this book about a teacher-student relationship. I think it should be like this only, and because listening is an important aspect, so listening forms the base of friendship also. And I feel the book has a very comfortable relationship between Morrie and Mitch, and how they are very comfortably talking about the theoretical lessons about life at the end. And that's what I expect a student should be more comfortable with their own teachers, that they can discuss anything beyond the subject as well. I've read it somewhere that how a person nearing to death has profound observations about life, and Morrie is a testimony of that. If you had ever experienced living with a person who is undergoing a terminal illness and you have been aside that person, similarly this book holds kind of those experiences, and if you read this book you cannot withhold your tears in that sense. And what I mean to say is that this book entirely teaches you to be a little less ambitious and enjoy life more on your own terms. The book can make you a better person and a bit less ambitious, and makes you enjoy what you already have in life with pure satisfaction. So go ahead and read this book. It's time well spent.